So to answer what is emotion, emotion is way deeper than a feeling. It is something that is going to resonate with you. Your goal as when you're interacting is you have your own emotion and then you work to be able to find the moments where you have sparked emotion with the other. And when you do that, it's gonna be feeling like you're taking an elevator ride or a roller coaster ride with the other individual. And this is the true to life as it is acting. Look, emotions are fantastic, but emotions can be in every kind of range and shade of color. And the element of emotion in acting and in life will be this thing that resonates. It awakens you. It will you want to be able to find the nuances of being able to not only self-activate your emotion, you want to also be able to receive the other person to the point where what they're doing to you has an effect on you and you're receiving them like they're affecting you and they are actually resonating and actually having this um, almost a vibration. It's a resonance. You're vibrating with them on the topic. Now let's say you have a contrasting opinion, you have a contrasting emotion, and you look at say an acting scene where you have one actor and they want to break up, and then they do all their emotional work to get their emotions ready so they can go and confront the situation and just express to the person that they want to have a breakup. And then you have a person that's working in the acting scene and that they're approaching, and they have a contrast opinion. They want to be able to keep the relationship going. And there's an element there where audiences will look and see both dynamics in both people. And then there's an automatic, I call it an acting vacuum. There's an interest of vacuum where the audience will look and be, well, they wonder what's going to happen next. The reason why is because you've got two contrasting opinions. You've got two contrasting emotions. And these are not just fleeting feelings. You know, a lot of times when you're dealing with anything of an emotional element, there's going to be at first the elements of the feelings that come before it. And then when the feelings go deep enough, you get into emotion. So, you get a person that's sure that they want to break up, and you have a person that's sure that they want to get together. Then you've got two contrasting opinions within an acting scene. Then you put those two people together. Now, the point isn't to be able to defend your position with how you've have your own feeling or your own emotions going on in both cases. The point is to then to receive the other actor and see what new gets created from that. So we're looking at what is emotion. Emotion is something that's going to be unpredictable. You don't know the outcome to an emotion. You might know. I mean, let's say two people actually have fallen in love, and let's say they don't yet know it. The audience might know that they've fallen in love before they've actually fallen in love. That's an example. Or an audience might know or predict an outcome before it actually happens. Maybe there's a huge breakup. Maybe there's a job loss, and the person's coming from, they have to admit that there's a job loss in the acting scene, and the one person comes in with that emotion, and then the other person wasn't knowing about it, and then there's that element there. But even there, you've got the emotion. When you hit down the emotional level, you're accepting the feelings. The feelings are going to also connect to your instincts. Your instincts are going to keep you open and receptive and vulnerable. Your feelings being open is the main indication that you're working in an element of vulnerability and spontaneity. Vulnerability and spontaneity go hand in hand with it when it comes to feelings. And then the feelings will turn, and then there'll be a whole new level of both of those elements that will happen when the emotions kick in. But the emotions will kick in through the connected interaction with the other actor or with the acting scene. And this is amplifies the circumstance so that there's a new understanding or there's a new change of tide. Some writers will say they're looking to be able to have the ebb and flow of the acting scene work until there's a change of tide. That's an example where you're changing. It's an element where things change. But the reason why it's changed, because both actors have kept themselves open. Both actors have kept themselves vulnerable and receptive to their spontaneity. So they're open and vulnerable to their spontaneity, even though they don't know what's the full outcome of their spontaneity is. But there's going to be a new outcome happen within this scene. It's going to happen for every single acting scene that works, and you want to. So this is an example. Ooh, see, what is emotion? Emotion is what you're going to be able to hit at the end of the scene in a lot of cases, or it's going to be more intense in the end of the scene, or there's going to be a big alleviation. Maybe there's an alleviation of a circumstance, but that's still an emotion. It doesn't mean that it's a depth of emotion, even though it's a lighter emotion, because there's this release. There's a release of something that's bent up within both people, and you got two different actors. They're both going to get themselves in a way that's got incredible nuance of feeling emotion. And once you get past the feeling, you're going to self-activate the emotion. The emotion, and what emotion is going to be able to it literally will be something that when you start your interaction, the emotion doesn't leave you, which is another very, very big piece. I mean, it goes back into relationships of all sorts, including all sorts of relationships, because we're dealing with this topic of when something changes from something that is um, flirtatious or spontaneous, and you're dealing with then a deeper spontaneity, a deeper flirtatious, a deeper resonance of what now you've got something that's inside your body cavity when you're actually working as the actor. Now you've got the emotion inside your body cavity, but you don't know what the final outcome is going to be until that interaction's occurring. And then that interaction occurs, and you've got to be able to stay open, which of course, this is the whole point of why we practice to do acting, is because we want to be able to work so that we're able to keep ourselves malleable and adjustable to the other. So this is my explanation of what is emotion and how this ties into some simple examples. And if you apply this to the things that you're watching in acting for movies or whatever you watch, you'll see how either this is being done or it's not being done in your acting, in your productions that you're watching, in the movies that you're studying. Because when you see this getting done, it is incredible. And what it will do, it will reveal who the actor is, scene by scene by scene by scene. So look, I've written a lot of books. I also have a book on emotional preparation. I'm kind of excited about it. It's incredible. The first one is out, and there's the other ones will be really, really quickly soon. I'm working on it. I can't even tell you all the things I'm working on, and it will expand your emotional range. It will absolutely expand your ability to get beyond just the feelings of the spontaneity, just beyond the feelings of the fleetingness. It will be able to have you literally feeling that, what I call a visceral effect in your acting. The visceral effect is the ability to have full resonation in your acting work, with still, of course, that openness and vulnerableness and the ability to really take in the other actor. When you take in the other actor for real, when you're really taking the other actor, you have no idea what's about to happen. I mean, you have maybe some idea, but you don't know the full outcome of it. So that's going to be a big challenge for some actors to be able to get over the mindset of. But once you're over that mindset, then you're just this malleable, adjustable thing, and you adjust to the scene circumstances. And at that point, then the director can put in a different circumstance, or the director can add another color of emotion, somebody could suggest something for a scene, and you'll actually be able to move mallably with it. So this is fantastic. Thanks a lot. I'm Simon Blake. Thanks.